Hey guys, welcome back to Vince Vale Customs. So today we're going to do a review on this Captain Britain garage kit that I'll be painting up for somebody. Now, the base is in the box. What I'll do is I'll take a picture or two of it and add it into the video or something maybe, or maybe just wait for my paint-up video when I have that for all the work in progress pics, because the base is so big. I got so much stuff all over my floor and in the garage right now, I can't really pull the base out. But I wanted to do a review on him because I got to do some garage work with his leg. I'll go over that in a second before I can actually start priming him up and everything. So we're coming into the winter. It's getting cold out and stuff, so stuff like this gets a little bit tricky. But this was commissioned by AO. I'm not sure who that is, but that's what I was told. And it was sculpted by Dario Martin. It's a really nice sculpt. I do like it a lot. There's only one problem with the setup, and we're going to kind of go over that, but the anatomy and everything's really good. I mean, it's Captain Britain, it's straightforward. You know, you have your blue, your red, and your white, but the anatomy is really nice. I do like it. It is texturized, though. I don't know how well you can see in the camera. There is texture on it. While I am not a fan of a lot of texture on kits, I think for this character it works pretty good, because he's kind of more of a simplified character in the sense his outfit. So I think the texture works, but it's not like a crazy texture too, which is good. You know, sometimes you know, some of these sculpts I feel that they shouldn't be over texturized because it doesn't really fit the character, but for him I think this looks better. Instead of it just being like flat and you have this all this anatomy and you have this character that's just basically a simple outfit, it works. So that is pretty cool. It comes with 3 different heads. So you have the one which is the bearded head, which is pretty cool. I actually kind of like that one a lot. I think that one is probably my second favorite. Of course, this is kind of like, I think this is the original basic head for him, I think, because I always remember the chin thing. But I guess this one right here has a little bit of a different chin thing here. I'm not really a Captain Britain fan. I don't really know much about him. I didn't read a lot of stuff on him, but as far as everything goes, the heads are nice. They're sculpted pretty well, and it's, you know, they go in pretty well. The seams seem pretty good. I think they did a little bit of they did a good thing. So you can kind of see the back of the head. See how there's like that little bit of a gap? I guess because it's sort of a helmet, it works, because this way, when you swap out these heads, you're not going to scrape any paint. So that's actually kind of good. Now, I don't know if that was intentional or if it's just the way they cut it, but that's actually pretty good. So that's a good thing to know, because, you know, whenever I do a lot of stuff for people, a lot of people complain that the keys are scraped up, and I'm like, you're never really going to see the key. It's more or less, I could care less about the key being scraped up and not painted, and be worried about where this piece hits this here, and then the next piece you put in hits this piece, that you see a scrape mark. You know, that's my concern more than a key. So that's just one of the things that I find funny with collectors. They're worried about the keys more than the other stuff. But this one I think was pretty well done. Now the hands sculpted pretty well. You got nice, see all that texture on the hands and the way the gloves work and stuff, I think works pretty good for him. And these are magnetized. These are actually magnetized pretty well. I'm actually surprised on how well this is magnetized. So there's not really much like magnets or anything I really have to do. This right leg is fine the way it is. I don't think I really need to do anything with this one, because this kind of just goes in like so. It's a tight fit though, from what I understand. Yeah, I got to kind of loosen that up a bit. It's kind of tight. Or yeah, see, it's, well, being tight's fine. But the issue with this sculpt, other than everything else, I mean, the anatomy is great, the base is great, it's pretty straightforward, is this leg. So this leg is supposed to support him, and sadly, this is very, see how that's kind of loose, because that should be glued in. And the sad thing is, there's a little bit of a rod here, and even if I was to rod this leg here, and leave this alone, you have this whole ankle holding up this heavy upper torso. And I can tell you right now that I would be very, very worried about this being in my like case and stuff. Now I don't know how far this rod goes up, but what we're going to try to do, and we talked about this for the client, is I'm going to try to get this rod out, and I'm going to try my best to, you know, get a hole going through this leg down here, and I'm going to put a rod as far as I can up to this leg here. So if I could get at least a rod up to this like calf muscle here, will be pretty good with support. So what's going to happen is this is going to come out. I'm hoping, I don't think this rod will go up the leg. I'm hoping it does, and if it does, it's going to cause problems. But I'll end up cutting this key anyway because getting this leg and everything secured is very, very important. I really want to make sure that I do this right, so this way this doesn't bend on him over time. Because, you know, you could be cleaning this one day, and it could have a lot of pressure on this ankle, and you don't realize it. Maybe when you kind of like, you know, dust your item and you move him, say you grab him from here and you're not careful, you can have a lot of pressure going this in one angle and they could just snap on you one day. So that's the only downside about this kit. Other than that, I guess it's casted by Ownage. It feels like an Ownage kit. I probably should look on the box to see where it came from, but I don't know if the label is still on there. But, you know, even the boots and everything got these textures on them. They look really good. So I think the hardest part would be is, like, when I paint him up, since this leg is going to be attached, it's going to be a little bit tricky to get into this boot. But I really, really want this leg to be secured for him over time. Now, like I said, the base is very, very big. So I'm not going to pull it out of the box. Maybe what I'll do is I'll stop the video and I'll put it on the floor so you guys can see the, you know, because I'm not ready to pull the base out yet. I really want to work on this leg first before the cold weather really hits. But these two pieces go on the bottom of the base. I guess it's going to be like a very rocky sort of like, you know, stone base. So it's going to be pretty straightforward. They have hands that go into the figures too. I got to figure out how I'm going to put these hands in for him. I don't know if I'll glue them in or if they're magnetized. I'm not really sure. Whenever I do my garage kit reviews, I try not to pull out all the little pieces because I'm worried that I'm going to lose them and I might snap them. I usually leave them in the box. So I'm really want to get this hard stuff out of the way. And then I guess I don't think there's any magnets here. Usually if there is, yeah, it would magnetize. So I'll probably have to add magnets to these pieces, so this way it goes in and out of the base for him and it's secured. So that's not that big of a deal. But all in all, yeah, Dario did a really good job with the sculpt. I like it a lot. I think it's really well done. Yeah, I like it. I'm not really seeing anything that is a problem. I guess the only downside is there's a little bit of a seam line over in here. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it. That's from the casting. Sadly, I can't really match up that texture. All I could do is sort of kind of get that seam out of there a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of flat with some putty. But that's the best I'll be able to do. There's not really a seam line over here. So they did a good job. Unless what they did is, this could be sort of a one-part mold where the seam is over here, and what they do is they kind of open up the thing like a book and they pull it out and then they close it instead of a two-part mold, but I could be wrong, so I'm not really... They could have put the seam down on here. Yeah, alright, I'm wrong. It's probably a two-part, because I think there's a seam going here too. See, I think whenever you do something, this is a little bit of a word of advice. If you guys ever do like crazy textures and stuff as a sculptor, think about where you would put the texture, where you won't put the texture for your molding, you know. And nowadays, though, I guess we're getting into 3D prints. There's not really molding and casting like they used to be. 3D stuff is kind of like changing the game. So, but I mean, if you're still doing molding and casting and stuff, you got to think of the stuff. So, yeah, so there is a seam line here. That's probably the hardest part of the whole sculpt. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any other seams there. I'm not seeing any crazy seams on here, so I guess Ownage... Oh, here's a seam in the back. Okay, so there's a little bit of a seam here, so I guess this is a one-part mold. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, straightforward. Did a really good job. So let me kind of stop the video. I'll kind of show you the base real quick, because I got to leave it on the floor. It's really big. And then I can actually start working on this in the garage and get this all situated. And then hopefully December of 2025, as I start, you know, coming into that. In January of 2026, I'll be doing a lot of paint ups. And this is going to be in that rotation. So hopefully it's just going to be like 2 months, 3 months of just non-stop painting stuff for people. And hopefully I can get all this stuff done. But this is definitely in the rotation. And I just want to get this leg situated for paint work. Okay, so here's the base in the box. You can see it's fairly big. It's not that big, but still it's pretty big, and I'm not ready to pull it out yet. So What'll happen is there's a key over here where his foot goes in, and that's where it's support. The base will support him. It's the ankle that won't support him. So I have my key stocks here. You know, I got lots of this. It's a steel zinc plated key stock. It's magnetizable. I've done this in my videos tons of times on how I use this stuff. So this is what's going to go up his leg. The key will stick out underneath his foot about that far probably. And then I'll have it set up in there so he kind of clicks into the base and he won't bend or anything like that. So that's the base. Pretty straightforward. It's going to be like, you know, I guess it's going to be like a granite kind of stained, you know, base. I'm not sure yet if he wants it to be like a lighter color granite or if he wants to be like maybe a darker themed. You know, I don't think we're going like dark theme like Daredevil or Batman themed, but maybe a little bit lighter. We'll see. Over here is the little small parts to the little busts that go on there. Those are the hands and stuff that go and everything. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Although there is a little bit of a thing that looks like the sword hilt or something, but I don't think swords go into it. I don't know. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm always very wary with the little small parts until I'm ready to start putting it together. So that's the base. So yeah, great sculpt. I'm looking forward to working on it. I just got to get through this hump of getting that rod through there, and then I can start painting him. So we're coming into the December of 2025 now with this video. So I'm thinking if things go well, maybe by January of 2026 to February, a lot of my stuff might be done. So this might be done as well, as long as I can kind of still get all these things ready for prep. I got a whole bunch of stuff on the floor I got to start painting. So, but there you go. That is the review. Great sculpt. Looking forward to doing it. Very straightforward. You just got to get through the security of making sure he doesn't warp and bend over time, and it should be good to go. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back with some more videos.